behind the wheel of Subaru's WRX STI Global Rallycross car. It's one of the great ironies of shifting a sequential transmission, that sometimes it is quicker, and a hell of a lot more controllable, to use the clutch pedal. According to Patrik Sandell, one of Subaru's two team drivers in the Red Bull Global Rallycross series. We caught up with Subaru Rally Team USA in April outside of Phoenix as it tested the redesigned for 2017 Subaru GRC cars. We drove the 2016 car, which is heavier and less powerful than this year's car because we're not Patrik Sandell. Subaru's WRX STI GRC car is faster than I am. It's faster than you are. And judging by the gladiatorial antics demonstrated at the races, most every GRC car is faster than the hotshot getting paid to drive it. And with no electronic oversight, traction control and stability control are both banned in GRC, as are anti-lock brakes. That's a fine distinction in this sport. In GRC, as in mixed martial arts and probably a few other ego-fueled battle sports, being a gladiator is more frequently rewarded than as being reluctant. But back to the sequential transmission. It's a macho component, purposeful and without flourish. Pull the lever at red line, and it feels as if you're accomplishing something serious. There's a dull, mechanical-sounding pop that accompanies every shift, a moment where, for once, anyone using the thing gets to feel like a hero. And like all purposeful machines, it requires effort. Being deliberate is a must, but when it's done right it's rewarding on a level only driving enthusiasts can appreciate. The kind that you might imagine would come from a John Deere S-Series combine gnawing its way through a Yugo. Despite this, every upshift brings not just more speed, but also the urge for more shifting. It's like a drug, this thing. First gear has gone so fast that it might as well not exist. Bang. Second brings a sense of this car's deadly effectiveness at covering ground. Third makes me feel like I can actually drive this car. Bang. Fourth dot. Wait. Now I'm moving quickly enough to know that third was lying. Bang. Fifth, cool it, Zippy, you're a cubicle jockey who also happens to drive cars, don't transpose those skills. And don't mistake this for a production car. GRC cars, despite their production roots, are to production cars what an F-22 Raptor is to a Piper Cub. Despite the powertrain's brawn, the key component of every GRC car is its suspension. The 2016 car uses tubular subframes front and rear, which locate custom-made links and control arms. The race team won't reveal how much travel the 2016 car has, but notes that the 2017 cars have 25% more up front and 35% more in the rear. The GRC STI 6-speed ZF gearbox is coupled to center and rear differentials from the same company. The front differential is made by the tiny Swedish firm Selholm. Both axles and the center diff use tunable multi-plate clutches to control slip. The EJ20-based engine uses a custom crankshaft, rods, cams, and pistons. Dual 630cc per minute injectors pump 105-octane VP racing fuel to the cylinders. A precision turbocharger feeds up to 40.6 boost through a massive intercooler and a 45mm restrictor to produce between 540 and 550 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 620 pounds-foot of torque. There's a Pectel SQ6 MEQ controlling the whole fracas, and there's anti-lag. And is there ever anti-lag? Let's pause there for a moment. Anti-lag, for those who don't know, is a system that maintains boost when you lift off the throttle, allowing for immediate response when it's time to get back on the gas. No waiting for the manifold, plumbing, and intercooler to repressurize. Subaru's fresh air anti-lag system reroutes air from upstream of the throttle body into the exhaust manifold. Also, it transforms the car from clinically fast to clinically insane. Every time I breathe the throttle, the nose lifts, the tires squirm, and my adrenal glands are sent into contortions. So it doesn't help that, when I'm finally told I can drive with the anti-lag turned on, that every bit of enthusiasm for this moment is routed directly through my right foot. I'm all gas all the time, but I'm chasing the steering, then braking too much, then chasing the steering again. There's huge potential here, but this isn't a simple car to drive. Like most machines that compete on loose surfaces, it's not sharp like a road racing car. There's substantial pitch under throttle, which makes it hard to see over the hood, and its nose eats the tarmac under braking, lightening the rear end significantly. This softness is a necessary compromise to accommodate the huge suspension travel needed for the 70-foot jumps these cars must land at every race. The GRC STI might not be mil-spec precise, but it is the most capable and quickest car I've ever driven. For its part, Subaru's GRC car is glad to drive you if you're not driving it. Every control needs a deliberate input and operates with genuine heft.